Hey everyone on YouTube, it is Freedomism, aka Ryman2207, founder of the WoWaholics Anonymous. Today I'm here with Freedomism, and we're pulling the Scarlet Monastery graveyard, scouting for future power leveling. The video is a little laggy because the game cam makes my computer lag. Since this is my first video with commentary, I'd like to tell you a bit about how the pulls are actually done. I tell my pet to stay, and then I have Freedom run off with me following him, filming. Then, when the pull is done, he begins using Consecrate. I call my pet and use Beast of Wrath, because I am Beast Spec, and then rain down with AoEs such as Explosive Trap and Volley. I misclicked on my keyboard there, that's why the quest log popped up. So, here we've pulled half of the torture chamber, as I like to call it, and we're just picking off the stragglers. Unfortunately, my game cam jumps around a lot and is notorious for losing footage, so a few clips are missing. Here's just us finishing up the torture chamber, and see, this is what I'm talking about, the skipping. I really don't know why it does it, but you missed our first pull of the graveyard itself. But anyway, you see we pull around the fountain and take everything on the left side of the door when you come out. As it turns out, there's a rare spawn here. You'll see it in the next video, next pull, but we didn't get it in this one. Here, we round them all up, and then we pull them back into this corner. Again, I apologize for the lag. There's really nothing I can do about it. I sped it up in the other videos, that's why it doesn't show. So I drop my Explosive Trap here, and my pet, I put on Beast of Wrath, and have him stomp. Now, I back up, and you see the AoE appear. That is for my Volley spell. Fairly useful Hunter AoE, does about 50 damage to each mob in the area, and it helps us finish this off. Now, with the graveyard, the Haunting Phantasms have a spell that summons little adds called Illusionary Phantasms. However, when you kill the main mob, which is the one you should focus on, they're the dark colored ones, the Illusionary Phantasms dissipate, so don't bother spending time on them. Now, here's the pull with the rare spawn. You can see him right there. He did end up dropping a necklace that Freedomism got. I don't think that's in the video. But all the loot on here we're just rolling greed on. We don't really need it. We're just scouting, and any money we make from it is a plus. I really hate this gate when I'm lagging because I have a hard time getting in. Like, no joke. But anyway, so we continued in, and then here he has asked me to slow the mobs with my Frost Trap, which will increase the time between their attacks. So I go and do that now. Then I back up and I begin to just pick them off with my AoE. Unfortunately, I set my pet on passive so they wouldn't attack anything during the pull, and forgot to take him off and put him back on defensive, which is why you just see him wasting a Beast of Wrath there. But it's okay, because Freedomism manages. The rare spawn apparently has a decent hammer twink weapon drop. I've never really killed him before. This is pretty much my first graveyard run. But it didn't drop today, unfortunately, but we did get the necklace, which is rare. I think Freedomism sold it to a vendor. Anyway, so here we go, just finishing up everything left in the graveyard. We're about to go into the mausoleum. We start by pulling the ghosts near us, and then Freedomism takes the ones off there with a quick exorcism. That's why paladins are great in the graveyard. So now we're running across, taking the last of the mobs on the left side. Once we have all of those, we pull them in by a tombstone and begin fighting. I use my usual, as you can see, I am about to use my usual AoE combo. And there goes my pet in Beast of Wrath, and the AoE Volley. Volley is actually a great spell, so all the hunters out there that try this, don't forget to use it. There goes my pet with the Beast of Wrath. We actually missed a mob in the pull, so I had to shoot at him. So we didn't actually get the whole graveyard this pull. We came pretty close though, and like I said before, when you're doing the graveyard, you have to kill the Haunting Phantasms first, because when those adds pile up, even though they're low level, they can do some damage. They die pretty easily though. One Explosive Trap can take out about 5 or 6 of them. Anyway, here we go into the mausoleum. Well, I don't really know if it's a mausoleum or not. Unfortunately, the boss clip was cut out, which is kind of not so great because we had a great kill of the boss. And, but yeah, here you see Freedomism pulls the whole first floor, and then we AoE them down and, of course, kill them quite quickly, actually, in front of the stairwell. There goes my explosive trap. My pet actually paid attention in this one. With the lag from the game cam, I sometimes have trouble getting the AoE to go in the right spot. That's why I kind of staggered with the circle there. You'll see me doing very little a lot, just standing there not really attacking. That's because after my AoEs are done, I'm supposed to pick off the ones that try and run so that they don't aggro anymore. But beyond that, yes, I do occasionally help with the big mobs using my arcane shots and stuff like that. For this clip, I decided not to cut it while Freedomism was getting some mana. So he's just doing that right now, and I'm running around looting, as you can see. And I'm just waiting for Freedomism to be done. And here he is about to finish. And once he's finished, we can continue with the pull. I just have to say, I have to give a shout out to my guild now. Dark Council, great guild, helped me a ton in the lower levels. If you're on True Halo, you should join us. Anyway, so Freedomism's back up. He continues the pull, and we grab this whole floor and pull them to where we were fighting originally. Small problem is this time we actually left a few mobs down there, and my pet was fighting one for most of the battle, so I didn't have his stomp right away. There goes the explosive trap again. Hunters are kind of underestimated as AoE, but when you have a gorilla, I have the normal Mistveil gorilla, haven't upgraded to Elder yet. When you have the Mistveil gorilla with their stomp, Thunder Stomp I believe it's called, it's actually a fairly good AoE, and if your tank is getting low and needs heals, it's great. It causes lots of threat, so yeah. And we did get a twink weapon drop, so we both greeted, and I ended up with it. Yeah, the boss fight was unfortunately cut off, but yeah, thanks for watching.